Hello viewers, welcome to Open Book by RS. In this video, I want to introduce present perfect tense. Present perfect. First, let us know the structure of present perfect. First, subject plus have or has plus past participle form of verb plus object. In this tense, here we have to use have or has as auxiliaries or helping verbs along with the subject. And the verb is past participle form, that is third form. When we take the example write, wrote, written, we have to use written here. See, saw, seen, we have to use seen here. Go, went, gone, we have to use gone here. So in this manner, we have to use past participle form or third form of verb in this tense. That is very important. Plus object as usual. So look into the usage of have or has. Along with I, we, you, they and noun in plural, we have to use have. Along with he, she, it and of course noun in singular, we have to use has. So this is the proper usage of have and has. Now look into the complete sentence. I have seen a picture. I have seen past participle form of verb plus object picture. So I have seen a picture. In this way you have to construct all the sentences. We have seen a picture. You have seen a picture. They have seen a picture. Boys have seen a picture. So all these are the sentences in the present perfect. So practice it thoroughly first. Look into the usage of has. He has attended the meeting. So along with he, she, it and noun in singular, we have to use has like this and past participle form of verb here attended the example. Look into the complete sentence. He has attended the meeting. She has attended the meeting. It has attended the meeting. Girl has attended the meeting. In this manner, you have to construct different sentences. So practice it thoroughly. Use both have or has in all the sentences and write as many examples as possible. So this is the structure of present perfect. Look into some different examples. Observe the structure there. Subject, have or has, past participle form of verb plus object. So basing on this, we have to construct sentences with different verbs. When we change the verb, we get different example. I have read a novel. We have passed the exam. You have done well. They have sent a gift. Children have won many prizes. She has sung a song. She has got a job. It has fallen from the wall. Gopi has caught a rat. See, in all these examples, we use different verbs, but all the verbs are in past participle form. Read, passed, done, sent, won, sung, got, fallen, caught. So like this, you have to use and observe the usage of have or has. So these are all the different examples. All these are in affirmative form, that is positive form. Simultaneously, you can learn interrogative form and negative form. Next, interrogative form. First, remember the structure, the same. Subject, have or has, past participle form plus subject. Basing on this, we can frame interrogative sentence and it is very easy. Framing an interrogative sentence is very easy. Just remember the formula just as we implemented in present continuous. And of course, simple present. So just have or has must be brought to the place before the subject. So the structure is have or has plus subject plus past participle form of verb plus subject. So have or has is placed before the subject. That is the only change. Then we get a question form. And of course, the first one is example for yes, no question. The second one is the structure of WH word, that is interrogative word question. So WH word, WH words who, which, where, when, what and how. And have or has. plus subject. That subject sometimes may not be there. That's why kept in brackets. Next, past participle form of verb plus object. Same is the case with the object also. It may be used, may not be used, depending on the sentence. So, these are the interrogative forms. Take one example, then it will be clear for you. You have sung a song. So, just to change the place of have, you'll get a question. Have you sung a song? But don't forget, sung is the verb there. Have you sung a song? You have sung a song is the affirmative form. Have you sung a song is the interrogative form. And other question, that is double H question. What have you sung? So have is there, sung is there. And what, double H word, is placed at the beginning of the sentence. What have you sung? So in this manner, you can frame an interrogative sentence. Next to negative form. So negative form is also same. Along with have or has, you have to use not. So join not with have or has. That is the only change. So look at the structure. Subject, have or has, plus not, plus past participle form of verb, that is V3, plus object. Examples. I have got a good rank. So have, got, present perfect. And making it a negative sentence is very simple. Just place not with have not. I have not got a good rank. I have not is the full form. I haven't is the short form. I haven't got a good rank. Next, he has sent a book. He has not sent a book. So has not. Has not is the full form. Hasn't is the short form. So in this manner, you can frame negative form of present perfect. Now look into the other examples where you have all the three forms. Just now they have won a prize. That is affirmative form. Just now they have won a prize. Interrogative form. Have they won a prize just now? So only a simple change. Displacement of have. It is brought to the first place. Have they won a prize just now? Next, what have they won just now? Next, when have they won a prize? What have they won just now? Then we get the answer, a prize. When have they won a prize? We get the answer just now. So, depending on the answer we want, we can ask the question. We can use interrogative words like what, when, who, why, and so on. So, this is the format. So, practice this format properly. Negative form. Just now they have not won a prize. So, they have not won a prize. Have not is the negative form. Next example. She has applied for the job. She has applied for the job. Observe, has applied. Place the has before the subject. Has she applied for the job? Has she? When that she is there, automatically we use has at the beginning. She has applied for the job. There will be no problem for anybody. But usage of has before the subject, some of you may have a little bit trouble. So once you have command over the structure, there will be no trouble at all. So has she applied for the job is the right format. What has she applied for? So that is the second type of question, WH question. Has she applied for the job? We get answer yes, no. So that is yes, no question. What has she applied for? For a job. Or we have to give complete answer. She has applied for a job. Like that you have to give complete answer. Negative form. She has not applied for the job. That is complete form. Has not, hasn't short form. So these are the different formats of present perfect. Next, you have to learn the usage properly. After learning the structure, you have to practice the use. Then only it will get a completeness, complete form. This present perfect is used to express a sort of completed actions. What sort of actions? Just completed actions. Just completed means completed a few minutes ago, just before our eyes. But completed, that is not going on. Finished action, just finished action, just completed action, an action which has just been done, which has just been completed, I have to say. So any action which has just completed, just been finished, must be expressed in this present perfect. Example, has just gone out. If a person leaves that particular place, particular room, particular area, so he has just gone out. We have to say like this. He has already paid the bill. If somebody asked, so someone, either that person paid the bill or not, already paid, so just paid. She has already paid the bill. Just now they have met the minister. So the meeting has been finished just some time before. So just now they have met the minister. In that context, you have to use this sentence. The students have already cleaned the school campus. So that the cleaning has been completed over just now. So in that context, you have to use this. The students have already cleaned the school campus. So a just finished action, a just completed action must be expressed in this present perfect. The second usage of present perfect. This present perfect is also used to express some sort of past actions, but the time is not known to us or not given or not mentioned in that context or in that sentence. So it expresses a past action whose time is not given or not mentioned. When the time is clear, when the time of that past action is clear, we have to go to simple past. When the time is not known to us or not given in that context, we have to use only this present perfect. Look into the examples. She has sung well in the function. So has sung, that action completed, but the time is not known. She has sung well in the function. The old man has asked some help. So the old man has asked some help. When? We don't know. The voluntary organization has saved many orphans. Has saved many orphans. So the time is not known. Have you ever made a flight journey? Have you ever made a flight journey? Have you ever? That is a question form. Time is not mentioned. Time is not known. Next. I have never visited Kashmir. So I have never visited. It did not happen, of course. Past action did not happen in the past. So in this context also, you can use present perfect. They have not yet sent the details. So they have not yet sent the details. This action belongs to past. Time is not known. So in this way, when the time is not known to us, it is a past action. We have to use this present perfect tense. Next, third usage. It expresses an action which began at some time in the past and is continued up to the present. Action began at some time in the past and is continued up to the present moment. We cannot say that it is still continued. It is continued up to the present moment. And we don't know about the future. Whether that action will be continued or not in the future, we are not sure of it. So the action almost come to an end by this time. So in this context, we have to use this present perfect. Action began at some time in the past and is continued up to this moment. Up to this moment only we know it. It's happening. And in the future, we are not sure of it. In this context, we have to use this present perfect. Look into the examples. We have lived in Bangalore for 10 years. That action living in Bangalore started 10 years back and is continued, lived up to this moment. We are not so sure of our further residing there in Bangalore. In this context, we have to use this. We have lived in Bangalore for 10 years. And observe the usage of for with time for 10 years. Next, they have worked here for 20 days. Have worked here for 20 days. So that action has come to an end up to this 20th day. So for 20 days, you have to say like this. She has helped the victims since the calamity. Has helped the victims since the calamity up to now. From that calamity and up to now, that helping is continued. And almost it has come to an end now. So she has helped the victims since the calamity. She has known the problem since 2019. That awareness of the problem is there since 2019 up to this moment. So he has known the problem since 2019. In this manner, observe, action began at some time in the past and is continued up to this present moment. In this context only, we have to use this present perfect and observe the usage of for or since. For is used with the period of time and since is used with the point of time. For we can use with days, number of days or number of weeks or number of hours, something like that. For 5 hours, for 6 weeks, for 7 days, for 10 months, for 20 years and so on we can use. And since, point of time, we can mention the exact year, exact day, exact month, exact time also we can use. Since 2019, since January, since Monday, since 6 a.m., something like that you can use. And this is clearly given in present perfect continuous also. Thank you for watching.